Yeah, it's got that thumbnail.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability.
Testing 1, 2, 3. No. I'm about to go into a rant. A very frustrated rant. I thought about doing these videos before. I'm really starting to get pissed. I don't know. I mean, it's never really aggravated me before, but I've had one, two examples. It's happened to me in my life where maybe a cop didn't act appropriately. One of them a lot more so than the other one. I've told the story before within one of my Call of Duty gameplays about it involving a pawn shop and a friend. And I'm not sure if those experiences is somewhat is getting me worked up while watching this dude's videos. It's not that I don't like him. I actually like this dude. I recommend this dude. You can only benefit from watching this dude videos. You will benefit. You will be smarter. You'll get smarter. And especially learning how to handle yourself, how to conduct yourself around police officers. He's very smart. He's a true lawyer, and I say I admire him. I know I'm not the smartest person. But if I was to want to be educated, if I was to dream about be educated and be smart and to where I could what's the word I'm looking for? My life would be financed through my education of what I'm smart about. I would want to be like him. Guys, he's a true lawyer. And I'm telling you, I love watching his videos, but also I am getting pissed watching his videos. I just got through watching his newest one, and I am pissed. Yes, I got a smile on my face, but I'm telling you, I I was getting mad watching his newest video. God, fucking cops. I used to love. I was one of the things when I was a kid I wanted to be. I wanted to be a police officer. And I'm somewhat in my teens. I was wanting to be a police officer. I knew I could never be, but and I really have no total ill will towards police officers. But I'm getting sick of these goddamn bad ones. I am getting so fucking sick of these goddamn bad ones. Especially these power play motherfuckers. And don't get this dude wrong. Don't even try. Don't even try to point fingers at this dude and try to say that he's one of them sovereign citizens pieces of shit. No, he hates. He hates sovereign citizens. It gives gives the cops a hard time. I can't stand them sovereign citizens, motherfuckers. But I am seeing so much bullshit from these police officers. I can almost see why some people do become sovereign citizens. Shit. It's almost like it's no doubt sovereign citizens are criminals. They're just trying to find leeways to get away with the shit that they do. They just want to try to find excuses and want to live their lives without judgment and shit. And this, they could do without the law unless they're being done wrong. If they're driving, on the road and they don't got their driver's license or they don't got any insurance, and the accident isn't their fault, if they knew that they could call the cops and get justice for themselves without getting trouble themselves because they have no insurance or driver's license, then they will fucking do so to get justice for themselves. But otherwise, But I'm getting off sidetrack. I just show so pissed off. I highly recommend this YouTuber. I like him. I like him a lot. I haven't been subbed to him too real long. But I'll watch his videos regular when they come out now. When he has a new one drop, I'll watch it. And like I said, you watch his shit, you only get smarter. I'm right now, if a cop approaches me, pulls me over, and my first thing is, am I free to go? He don't have a just reason to pull me over and shit or approach me. Is like that. Am I free to go? Am I free to go? And I think that's what someone he should have a hat. He should have a storefront and have hats with his logo of his YouTube channel and have the am I free to go logo on his hats. But I actually thought about that a couple of weeks ago watching one of his videos. He needs a hat. But let's watch his newest video. This is his newest video. Uploaded it 2 hours ago. His cop takes it personally, gets all emotionally hurt because he was honked at. He was sitting at a red light changed, and the dude behind him just gave him a little honk to get him more likely. The cop was breaking one of his own laws that he doesn't want other people doing. More likely, he was on He's on looking down at his cell phone, checking text messages. And didn't realize the light changed, and the guy honked him, and decided to follow that dude, which that in itself is a crime, to follow that guy when he committed no crime, and then try to find a lawful reason to try to, get him got. Just try to say a light wasn't. He didn't have the right to go, and then got caught by a witness, proving that was a lie. And then let's watch the video.
His neighborhood, almost home from a.
Let's get the volume down. Let's get the volume good.
That's right, sir. You're unlawfully using your horn.
She's a witness. She said he pulled the gun
I'm asking for
and at her.
Yeah, it's unlawful use of a horn.
This hardworking blue-collar guy is sitting in a traffic light in his neighborhood, almost home from a 14-hour workday as a welder. He's waiting, he has his blinker on, he's ready to turn. Finally, the light changes, but then the car in front of him does nothing. It doesn't move. Apparently, the driver's not paying attention. So he does what any of us would do. He honked his horn. But there's a problem. The driver in front of him is a police officer. Having a horn briefly tooted at him hurt his feelings, so he began to harass and retaliate. He basically followed him home, and when he got there, he jumps out of his police cruiser, body cam on, and confronts this guy for alleged unlawful honking.
Yeah, this is harassment, bro. You're on a lawful traffic stop. Also, you're parked more than 12 inches from the curb. All right, that's fine. I'm going to tow your car because more than 12 inches from the curb.
See,
when
he's told it, he sees that his just reasons to follow him and stop there at his house. He's saying you're 12 inches apart from the curb. The reason why the guy is parked like that is to momentarily just park that way to move his garbage cans that was in his way to park closer like he should. So he had just leave his car for a second to move his cans, and then he's gonna get back in his car and repark in the correct fashion. So it just right there. He just shows he know his just reasons to stalk was the unlawful use of a horn isn't credible enough. So now he's now bringing up his parking conditions, and that's not going to work out for him. And then he's going to bring up about the light thing situation.
rightfully complains that he's being harassed.
That's not a crime.
It's an unlawful use of your
That's not
horn.
a crime.
That is a crime.
That is.
The police officer waits for his buddies to arrive, and then when they do arrive, together they violently arrest this guy, throw him in the back of the cop car, and take him to jail.
As a police officer, you will be given great power. Use it wisely. Congratulations.
And that's actually him. He's being told, as a police officer, you're being given a great power to use it wisely. Stalking, following a person to his home to so-called boast to be giving him a verbal warning. He said, you're going to hear it in the video. I was just going to give him possibly just a verbal warning. Then you would have just stayed in your fucking car, pulled up to him as he's pulling his can, and said, "Hey, dude, I wouldn't use a horn like that. It's not good." And then drove the fuck off. But no, it's not. It wasn't. He was fucking embarrassed. He He wanted a poor power play, and he was wanting that dude to give him leeway to bust him, and he got what he wanted. Ooh, I swear, I'm getting to the fucking point to where I'm watching these videos. I am getting so pissed. I've done said it several times. I won't get a fucking gun. I won't get a fucking gun. I won't get a license to carry, and I want a cop to try to pull this shit on me. I want a cop to try to pull this shit on me. Uh-huh.
This incident occurred on July 19th, 2024 in Troy, New York. Specifically, it happened at this...
I'm to a point right now, I'm frustrated. My frustration is so high, I want to go to every fucking cop and to every fucking judge in this town. Not because really that I've been done wrong, but I've done seen so much shit. I've seen so many other people that being done wrong by cops. Watching this dude's videos, I want to go over to every fucking cop and really want to do this. You have no authority on me. You have no authority on me. Every one of their faces. You have no authority on me.
Intersection. Matthew was on his way home. He had just worked a 14-hour day as a welder. He's almost home. He's sitting at a red light. His left blinker is on. There's only one vehicle in front of him at the light, and that was Officer Taylor Gamache of the Troy Police Department, sitting there in a marked police cruiser, sitting at this light on 3rd Street facing south. He was stopped at a red light. He did not have a blinker on. Matthew was in his car, stopped directly behind Officer Gamache, intending to turn left onto Madison Street, where he lives. Unfortunately, Officer Gamache was apparently occupied with something in his vehicle, and he didn't notice when the light...
Occupied with something in his vehicle. Now, what would a cop do? What would his suspicions be if you didn't do accordingly and go when the light changed? And he without even him seeing it for himself, he will pull you over and he say you was on your phone and give you a ticket for it without him even seeing it. And he would even lie about seeing it. But yet this cop, obviously, on his fucking phone, scrolling through Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, going through his Instagram, going through his text messages or one of those fucking things. And when he was honked at, he jerked him and then he took off and he realized, oh shit, I was just...
turned green. After waiting a bit, Matthew sees that Officer Gamache has not perceived that the light turned green, so Matthew gave what he described as a brief toot on his vehicle's horn. Although Officer Gamache did not have his left turn signal on, as New York law requires, he thereafter, after the toot, he turns left.
Ostensibly, see, right there, he's breaking the law. He was supposed to he turned left. He was supposed to have his turn. He was supposed to turn up a turn signal. He was supposed to be using a turn signal. So the only person that's done wrong so far is the police officer. The sitting, and I mean, I've actually heard of a police officer pulling someone over and giving them a ticket for not driving and leaving after a light change. Not acting immediately and driving when a light change and going. I've actually heard of a police officer giving someone a ticket for doing that. And here he is, the police officer, not doing it himself and then going into a turn without having his turning signal turned on.
Because after the toot, he noticed that Matthew's left turn signal was on. So the officer turns left. Seeing this, Matthew became afraid that he was going to suffer retaliation. So he then turns his left signal off and proceeds straight to take another route home, because now he's starting to get afraid Well, something is going to happen to him. Officer
So
Gamache
now, that's what he's going to also justify his following. The dude was going to go the same way the cop was going to go, but he was fearing that the cop was going to retaliate because of being honked at, which, I mean, ironically, he was right about it. The cop is going to retaliate, and it's not going after him on just the honk. He's searching for other things already, other things to get him for, because he knows he has no fucking just cause to follow this motherfucker. So he's already fishing for something else to justify his shit with.
then circles the area, eventually re-encountering Matthew as Matthew pulls in front of his home. Because there was an unrelated vehicle in front of Matthew's home, and because the garbage cans were in the street obstructing where he was going to park, Matthew was forced to park more than 12 inches from the curb in order to retrieve his garbage cans. It was his intention to move the garbage cans out of the road and then to properly park his vehicle. As he was doing so, Officer Gamache approaches in his marked Troy police vehicle, purportedly intending to make a vehicle and traffic stop. But in reality, he was harassing Matthew because Officer Gamache was offended and annoyed by the short toot that Matthew had given him with his vehicle's horn.
Traffic. This is harassment. It's not harassment. It's harassment. Because you have no reason to be. It's under tow traffic. 447 Madison Williams. Lincoln Charles 8866. All right, come on over here. Come on over here.
447 Madison Lincoln Charles 8866 in New York.
New York.
Around that whole block.
That's right, sir. You're unlawfully using your car.
You're harassing me at this point.
I'm not. Do you know what harassment is?
This is harassment.
It's not harassment.
Yes, it is. You follow me.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're not going to be compliant, you're
I
going to
am
be
being
detained.
compliant.
Okay.
For what reason?
Because you're not being compliant.
It's obvious that this hard-working guy feels like he's being harassed. He knows that he's done nothing wrong, and he knows that this police officer is abusing his authority to get back at him in this really...
Also, too, I'm surprised that he didn't say this. He didn't say this too. I'm really surprised. It just now hit me from I just, like I said, watching this guy, you would be smart. You will get smarter about your rights. So much. I've now seen something that he didn't point out in this video. There's home curtilage protection where arrests cannot happen without a warrant. And where they are, he's right now, that dude's safe with a certain distance of his home where he cannot be under arrest without a warrant. I'm pretty sure, damn sure of it.
childish way that he can only do because of the virtue of the fact that he's a police officer in that jurisdiction. And you know, it was only in July of 2021 that Taylor Gamache was sworn in as a police officer by the mayor of Troy, New York, who gave this speech about this noble calling that Taylor was entering, where now he was going to potentially sacrifice himself to protect and serve his community.
You are not just starting a new job, you are answering a calling to serve. Today you will join a police department that ranks among the best. The balance, the judgment, and the discretion that will be required of you is of a scale that few outside the profession can comprehend or match. You will train hard and you will work hard in the heat of summer and the cold of winter. You will put yourself in dangerous situations and make personal sacrifices. We view policing as a noble profession.
Noble.
We are committed to working with you, the department leadership, and the community to to create an environment of mutual respect and safety for all. As a police officer, you will be given great power. Use it wisely. You will be a leader in the community. Act nobly.
Act
Thank you for
nobly.
your service.
The mayor gave him
You hear all that shit, and I had, like I said, he mentioned about police officers giving of themselves, putting themselves in danger, and I applaud every police officer that does that. That you did, but what kind of danger was that dude putting anybody in? Honking. He said it was unlawful, and this lawyer is going to look up that fucking unlawful bullshit. He tries to push it as he has to be giving a warning, which is kind of a warning. What if it's a green light? A car is coming up behind him while he's parked behind this cop car that's not moving when it should be, and the car behind him comes up and ramps his back because he doesn't realize that the cop ain't moving when he should be, and there the cop caused an accident. That's a good enough justification to honking at you, because I don't want no one ramming my ass because they haven't figured out that you're a dumbass. They haven't figured out the life change yet.
the oath of office, where he took this oath. Here it is.
Are you ready to take the oath of office? Taylor, we'll start with you. Taylor, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Taylor Gamache,
I, Taylor Gamache,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and to faithfully discharge the duties of police officer
and to faithfully discharge the duties of police officer
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
in Troy, New York.
in Troy, New York.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's continue with the body cam footage showing
Do
him
you think that he would be receiving a massive? You think if they was to all the cops and all those people and his mother would be clapping, celebrating that he put up a and the lawyer labels it right as fucking road rage. He stalks a law-abiding citizen. Road rage stalks that person and puts him harasses him until he fishes for justifications to book him up. I wonder if they'd be clapping for that. Unlawful use of a horn. Would they be Would they be celebrating that motherfucker for doing a good job, clapping for him, arresting the motherfucker for unlawful use of a fucking horn? I'm telling you, I'm getting pissed. I swear.
protecting and serving his community in an empathetic way and
Empathetic
completely
way.
disregarding
Yeah, right.
the Constitution
This dude's smart.
of the United States.
Come over here. I'm not going to tell you again. She's not coming out here.
Boys, come in and office on me, please.
Come
You
over
see,
here.
this is
he's
correct.
the dude's rightfully so asking for his supervisor to come out there. And anytime a police officer doesn't that refuses that, they know they're in the wrong. They know they're in the wrong. They know they're not doing right. See that? I do believe that white door is that dude's front door. Him being this close to his house, he cannot be contained. And he definitely cannot be placed under arrest without a warrant.
harassment, bro.
Come over here.
No, I just came home from work.
You're on a lawful traffic stop.
Unlawful
No.
traffic stop.
No, traffic stop was not it commenced because no lights were turned, no warning traffic lights was turned on. It's bullshit.
On a lawful traffic stop. Okay? Also, you're parked more than 12 inches from the curb. Okay,
See?
come over here.
See, he knows he's pulling those garbage cans. He knew those garbage cans was right there where his car couldn't pull over, and he knows it. And he's just like he said, he's trying to fish. He sees it.
All right, that's fine. I'm going to tow your car because more than 12 inches from the curb.
He's just trying to hang the dude up because he got honked at.
Is this your vehicle?
If that was me, or if I was there on the street and if I was to hear why all this is going down, what I would do is I'll literally ask the police officer, all right, I want you to call your family members, all your family members. I want you to ask them, have any of your family members ever sat behind a vehicle at a traffic light and fucking seen the person ahead of them not move when the light changed, and asked them if they have ever honked their horn to notify the person in front of them that the light has changed so they would start moving? I guarantee you over half his family members, and more likely himself, more likely he's even done it himself while even in the police car. And like I said, I've heard of a fucking police officer pulling over someone for not initiating going when the light changed and giving a person a ticket for not doing so. I've heard of it. I know I have. And I guarantee you, if he was introduced that question about his family members and said, all right, if any of your family members say yes, that they've honked at a fucking car when that car didn't move when the traffic light, you should go to each one of your family members and arrest them and put them in jail right now. Yeah, you be finding him saying excuses and shit. Because it's a natural response and a just response. I swear, I'm getting to where I can't stand cops. I can't stand them. Oh boy. And it might not really, this kind of hatred I'm building for watching these videos, it might not be a good thing for me to continue watching them because the frustration is building out of me. But I'm not trying to talk bad about this lawyer or this YouTube channel. It is smart. I'm still saying it is smart. But just me personally, I'm getting too frustrated. I am getting way too frustrated to possibly continue watching him. I do love watching his videos. I like learning about the shit that I've learned from him. But these cops are pissing me the fuck off.
Is this your vehicle?
I don't have to. Excuse me.
No, you decided you want to get out of the car.
Excuse me.
No, sir.
Excuse me.
Stop. You're not going back in the car.
Again, this is harassment. This is harassment.
Enough.
I need to talk to your superior. Please.
Enough.
Can you please call your superior?
Do you have a driver's license?
Can you please call your superior?
Do you have a driver's
Can you
license?
please call your superior?
Do you have a driver's license?
Can you please call your superior?
Do you have a driver's
Can
license?
you please call your superior?
He's not going to come out here for
Can you
this.
please call your superior?
It's a
Or whoever's
lawful
in
traffic
charge.
stop.
Can you please
Okay.
call your
You
superior?
need to provide your license
No,
to
I
me.
did not commit a crime.
You did. You committed
No,
a
I
traffic
did not.
violation.
That's not a crime.
It's an unlawful use of
That's
your
not a
car.
crime.
That is a crime.
That is not a, I know my. that's
What's
not
your
a
laws?
crime.
What's your laws? Tell me. You want to play this
Can
game?
you please
We
call
can
your
play this
commanding
game.
officer?
We can play this
Can you
game.
please call your commanding officer?
Is this your vehicle?
Can you please call your commanding officer?
You don't want to identify yourself. You're going to go to jail.
That's unlawful.
It's not
That's
unlawful.
abusing my rights.
I have a lawful
I did not
reason to
commit a
stop
crime.
you.
Did not commit a crime.
Yeah. You said you did.
No, I
You
didn't.
said
You just
you
said
were.
I did.
You were doing what?
I didn't. I didn't.
Oh, now you're saying you didn't. You
I never
didn't.
said I committed
You didn't unlawfully use your
No, I
horn.
did not unlawfully use my horn. You
Okay.
said I unlawfully used my horn.
You
I
did.
told you I did not.
And you
then
said I
started
was
to lie.
I was
Then you
beeping.
started to lie to me right here about what the color of
No.
the light was. Yeah. Excuse me, officer, so I can go home and enjoy my day, please.
Well, the way that this goes is completely dependent on you.
Please call your
If you
commanding
want to act
officer.
this way, then it's going to go a certain way.
I'm
How
a
you
tax-paying citizen. Please call your
Lawful traffic
commanding
stop.
officer.
Who's this gentleman to you?
I did nothing.
Okay.
I did nothing.
So he's on lawful traffic stop.
All
He's
I-
going to talk
I
himself
didn't
into
do
handcuffs
no
because he
unlawful
doesn't want to
traffic
identify
stop,
himself,
babe.
and he's going to be difficult.
I
So,
kept going. He
If
tried
you
to
want
stop
to,
me.
if you want to
Followed
talk some
me.
sense into him,
This
that'd be
dude
great.
followed me around the whole block. He followed me. He's harassing me right now.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to say
Am I not allowed to follow people?
Because now I move my
No,
truck.
actually, no, you're not. You can't follow just anybody without just cause. I'm pretty sure I've heard that cops can definitely face charges for following after if it's totally proven that they had no just reasons to do so.
I'm not mad at all.
He said, oh, the light was right. I said, no, well, he was green. He was sitting there.
I'm gonna go because I got a
You like
private shower.
here, I ain't mad at all. But just like a 9-year-old child, he's bickering. He went in later after he's arrested. The guy's arrested in his back seat. He's bickering with a dude and pulling a total 9-year-old back taunting the dude in the back seat, just like a 9-year-old. This shows, this totally exposes that that he got all emotional because he got honked at. He exposes himself.
Yeah. Andrew parked in the middle of the street.
Thank you. I'm
And top it off, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. All the charges was dropped. The dude was released, and all the charges was dropped. And here's the catcher. Now, it wasn't only him arresting. The cop arrests that woman in that car, too. No, not that woman, another woman. He threatens. He's threatening. He's look how this shows how he's now talking to this woman, engaging conversation with her while he's sitting in the middle of the street. Sitting in the middle of the street, and when she doesn't take his side, then he's all in on telling her, I can arrest you now for you sitting out there in the middle of the street, when he was initiating for it to continue to happen by talking to her. And you can't tell me that's not that right there shows that he was honked at, didn't like it, got all emotional, butthurt about it, and now he proved now another right here. And I'm calling this. I wish that lawyer would have called this out. And this is this the other side of perfect thing, same thing. He's wanting this woman to take his side. And when he hears otherwise that she's taking his side, then he threatens her.
And I had a witness to that.
That they incorrect.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay. It's got nothing to do with that.
Exactly. Yes, it has everything to do with
I
it.
don't
Just stop
care
me
that
for that,
you
bro.
be-
Can I
You hear and watch, he's gonna threaten
get
her.
your commanding officer, please?
I don't care that you
Can you
beat.
call your commanding officer, please? Thank you. Can you please, what's your name, sir?
Hey, what's up,
Deputy
Warren?
Warren? Can you please call your commanding officer, Deputy Warren?
He's with the county.
She's a witness. She said he pulled the
Because I'm asking for it.
Yeah, it's unlawful use of a horn.
So this witness pulls up, who is apparently third in line at the same traffic light, witnessed the whole thing. She pulls up and she says,
And that's also there too. Also, didn't agree with him, didn't like it, Also, she was in the same line. She was parked behind the guy that was parked behind him, and a perfect witness. And that also stacks on to how much wrong he is. That when things don't act his way, he's going to threaten this person. He's going to threaten this person.
Saw Matthew honk at the officer, and then the officer pulled him over. Officer Gamache admits several times
And dig himself in deeper of filing false charges.
that the purported reason for the stop, if you want to call it a stop, was this alleged unlawful honking. So I got a copy of the actual police report, and this is what Officer Gamache wrote as far as his alleged reason for the stop. On the above date, time, and location during routine patrol, I directly observed Mr. Edwards operating the above vehicle while he used his horn improperly by sounding the horn in a manner which is misspelled, other than a reasonable warning of an emergency. A traffic stop was conducted, and Edwards got out of the car and started walking away from a uniformed officer. Well, that's not actually how it happened, was it? By the time the
See, even in his written report, he's trying to say the dude was in process of fucking leaving, trying to get away from him, when he was walking backwards with two walking backwards and pulling garbage cans. And it's gonna show right here. He's trying to make sure. He's trying to say that he's trying to flee the scene after leaving his car. He is so desperate. He is so desperate.
officer pulled up, Matthew was already out of his car and messing with his trash cans. But
See?
the officer wrote it in such a way
Point
as
is
when a
good.
judge would look at it later, or a police chief, or a mayor, or anyone, if they would read that, he's alleging something much different. You have this traffic stop, Matthew was pulled over, and then
He's trying to allege that this dude was trying to flee the scene, trying to alleging that he's fleeing the scene because possibly guilt of something serious was possibly occurring, and trying to give himself more justification to be all over this dude, which is bullshit, which is completely bullshit.
just like walks away from the traffic stop and disregards the officer's commands. When what really happened was the officer got his feelings hurt, that he got honked at, he drove around the block, and then he pulled up to Matthew's residence after Matthew had already gotten out of his car and was in the process of moving his trash cans. And as for this allegation that there was some crime in New York called unlawful honking, this is essentially a generic equipment violation charge, section 375(1)A. It merely says this, and you tell me if this applies. Every motor vehicle operated or driven upon the public highways of the state shall be provided with adequate brakes and steering mechanism in good working order and sufficient to control such vehicle at all times when the same is in use, and a suitable and adequate horn or other device for signaling, which horn or device shall produce a sound sufficiently loud to serve as a danger warning, but shall not be used other than as a reasonable warning, nor be unnecessarily loud or harsh. So New York law requires you to have a horn. It's required to be sufficiently loud so as to warn of potential danger, but also saying that it shall not be used other than as a reasonable warning, nor can it be
Now, again, like I said, I've heard of a cop pulling over a car for not yielding to a light and moving when the light changed quick enough, so he was able to give that car a traffic violation. They also can give a traffic violation ticket to someone that's driving too slow. So, warning. It says the horn is supposed to be loud. It's imperative for a car. It's important for a car to have a horn, and it to also be loud enough, and to be used as like a warning. Hey, I'm warning this car that hey, you better go, because if you can give a car a ticket, a person a ticket for driving too slow because you deem it to be dangerous. Wouldn't a car that's sitting there at a light that has changed and not going, yielding to the change of traffic, be dangerous? Yes. So he was warning the danger. He was hitting the horn, warning of the danger, and you just happen to be a police officer that's easily butthurt.
Necessarily loud or harsh. Well, reasonable warning of what? Perhaps a warning that a car is sitting in the middle of moving traffic and not moving. Warning that car of danger because he's sitting at a green light, not moving. Putting himself in danger and putting other members of the community in danger. I honked at you for your safety and mine. Could we think of a scenario where you could commit a honking crime? Sure, you could have one of these boat horns on your truck. Or you could just drive through somebody's neighborhood blaring on your horn just to be obnoxious. Is there anything remotely close to those scenarios here? No, it's just a general equipment violation that's being misused here. I don't think reasonable suspicion for the initial detention even exists.
Please move my trash can so I can park.
Come here, you're
Please
being
do not
Come
touch
here, you're
me.
being detained.
No, I'm not. I did not commit a crime.
Watch out.
I did not
Watch
commit a
out.
crime.
Come here.
Do not touch
Come
me,
here.
sir. I did not commit a crime.
Okay.
I know, because he's been following me around the whole block.
Stop
I did
now.
not commit a crime, sir.
Stop.
Do not touch me. This is unlawful.
See, this is where we get good police dedication. Police, great dedication, because he ain't identifying himself, and because he just hasn't really identified himself. They're abusing. He was in his safety of his house, but he cannot be doing it. This right here is arrest. They cannot say they gang up on him like here to put the. It's a complete arrest. Fucking bullshit, detaining bullshit. Ain't detaining, because they know if he's backing up, they already know that he's going to pull and jerk, and then they can slap on resisting when how he cannot resist being detained, and it's not, and it's actually in a law and rule book. It is lawful to fucking, if you're being unlawfully detained, you have the right to put up a minimum resistance as locking your arms and not going with it willingly. I've watched another one of his videos where he brings that up, and which is bullshit. I swear, this shit was happening to me.
What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? My hands are doing it. I can't even do it. Put your hands behind me. I can't put my hands behind my back if you're
That's all I would need. That would be all I need for the excuse to get me a gun. And then every one of those police officers that's involved in this circling of me and arresting me like this, I'm not to see you again. I see you approaching me, and especially when I know I've done nothing wrong, I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to give you a lawful warning to face the other opposite direction than me and start walking away. Because if you don't, you will start running when I start firing.
I can't. I can't. He's on my arm. I can't. Yo, bro, what are y'all doing this for? Again, this is unlawful. I'm not arresting. This is unlawful, bro. Can I get your commander officer? Can I get? Stop. What do you mean? You're on my pelvis. You're on my pelvis.
Stop resisting.
You're on my pelvis. I'm not resisting. You're on my pelvis.
Stop moving.
Because you're on my pelvis.
Stop moving.
Bro, you're on
I said
my
all
pelvis.
this.
Stop moving.
It's funny that all this is happening. Even that woman, another woman, not the one that stopped and backed him up and was his witness, but his female, even his female gets arrested. And all this, you think all this, if he was really guilty of something, he wouldn't. All charges wouldn't be dropped. If it escalated to this point, then and he really does something wrong, they would not put a huge example that he was actually in the right and show that his civil rights was violated. Oh, but sure enough, that's where everything is dropped.
Ah! Yo, you're gonna break my arm. I'm not moving. You're on my pelvis. Bro, you're on my pelvis. Can you please get off my pelvis?
Stop
Bro, can you please get off my... I'm not resisting. Get off my pelvis. That's all I'm asking you. Damn. Fuck, why you on my pelvis, bro? God damn. Yo, come on, bro. You're doing too much. Stop what?
I told you.
You told me what? Bro, don't put my hat on. Tell me what? You did this because you was a bro.
Stop.
I'm not, bro. Can you call your commanding officer? Please. Yes. Babe, you recording this? You see him shaking his head? Get their names. All of that. Y'all doing this for no reason. Bro, what are y'all doing this?
Why are you fighting?
Why are you doing this?
Stop.
Why are you doing this?
Stop. Stand up.
Lieutenant who?
Stand up.
The Manchi?
Put your foot on.
Why are you doing this? Bro, why are you doing this?
Listen, we're gonna
I'm
stand up.
asking you, why are you doing this? I'm asking you, this is tight, this is super tight. This is super tight,
Okay,
bro.
we're gonna help you. Stop.
No, release. Bro, this is super tight. Lane, bro, my left hand.
Okay, we're gonna help you. Stop.
You're not helping me, you're making it worse. You're making it worse.
Stop.
The fuck? I'm telling you, my left hand, I'm not resisting, you're pushing me.
Stop.
You're pushing me.
Stop.
Fuck.
Stop.
Can you release some of the cup off my left hand? I'm asking you, please.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you
You're
one
cutting-
time and one time
It's
only.
cutting my wrist.
Listen.
I'm asking you to please release
Listen
some of the
to
tension.
me. Listen
on the
to
cup.
me. Listen.
You're
Stop
violating
talking.
my rights.
Stop. Listen.
Yes, you are. You're violating my rights. Ah, my left
Stop.
hand. My left hand.
I'm fixing them for
You're
you.
cutting it close.
I'm fixing it for
No,
you.
it's not.
Stop
man.
screaming.
Damn, that shit hurt.
Stop.
The fuck are y'all doing this for? What's the reason? Why am I being arrested? I have no answer.
They want to make an example of their power. They want to show an example of their fucking power.
To do what? For what reason?
Touch yourself
What was
in
the
handcuffs.
reason?
Silly.
What was the reason?
That's it.
Again, I didn't commit a crime. There's no crime here.
Sit down.
There's no crime here.
Sit down.
What precinct am I going to?
Right now, the
What precinct am I
drug
going to so she knows?
drug deal is
Excuse
going
me?
on. It's
Y'all doing
happening.
this for no reason, bro. This shit is corny. Real shit. Look, don't go in my pockets.
Stop.
Don't go in my bed.
They're worried
Let
about
go.
someone
Don't
honking
stop,
their
bro.
horn.
Stop.
They're arresting someone because
Bro,
he
you
honked
violating
his horn.
my rights.
When
You
there's
violated
more-
my rights.
Yeah, and the odds are there is.
Of what?
Odds are there is. They're right now doing all this shit because of dude honked his horn, and the odds are there's within the a mile radius all around this wherever this is happening at, there's more likely a drug deal going on, and they're arresting him for honking his goddamn horn.
Obstruction of what? Again, no answer.
You knew your laws, I thought.
Obstruction of what?
I thought you knew your laws.
Obstruction of what? What am I obstructing? Exactly, you have no answer for that. You have no answer. You have no answer.
You told me. You
I
said
asked
you
you
know
to
your
call your
laws.
commanding officer and y'all all told me no. Right? I'm a taxpaying citizen.
You're gonna
and
say-
I asked
me
for your
too.
commanding
too.
officer.
Me
And you
too.
told me that you can't.
Me too.
Again, that's saying that you can't do it.
You're a
No, it's saying that you
taxpaying
can't do it, right?
I'm
Exactly.
also a tax-paying citizen.
You work for me when you work
Hey.
underneath that badge.
I work for myself,
No, you
actually,
don't.
because I pay
No, you
taxes.
don't. I got a hard-working guy.
I'm also a hard-working guy. He talked himself in handcuffs. This could have went a totally different way. I could have given him a verbal
Yeah,
warning.
you could have
He
let me
decided he wanted to
use
do
my
this.
power. You should let me
I'm not
show
saying he's a
off.
bad guy. Nobody said he's a bad guy.
permission to search his
I'm
vehicle.
telling you.
If he wasn't a bad guy, then you would have fucking got your boss out there when he requested it. You would have got your boss out there when he requested it.
You told his
So
vehicle.
that nothing is missing.
You don't have to tell me.
It's parked on the 12 inch from the curb.
This car is right here.
She could drive. She can get there and pull away. But yet, you're not trying to. You're not. So you're agreeing that he's not a bad person. He's not a bad guy. But you're looks like you're still fishing. Yeah. He's still fishing. He's out to make more of an example on the dude, even more example on the dude, and he knows calling for, and the lawyer brings this up, him wanting this car to be towed is also going to give him just right to search the car and try to hang the dude up for something else because he finds nothing. But it's a win for him because win number one, he gets to search for more stuff to put on the dude, and he still gets to dig it in deeper more than he done to the dude, and yet he wants to admit that he's not a bad guy. The guy he's arrested is not a bad guy, but you sure are treating him poorly, badly.
In front of his house. You have to tell his
He
vehicle.
parked like this. That's not my fault. Can you step up on the sidewalk?
Yeah, but you don't have to tell his
Can
vehicle.
you step up on the sidewalk, please?
Still one on the roof.
See.
Like, I don't.
See? I don't understand why we're acting like this.
You are acting like you're being a
I'm gonna ask you to go
bullshit.
back up
No,
on the
I know.
sidewalk.
I'm just looking.
No, you were walking
See,
right towards
no,
the
I'm
car.
actually just looking to see how far it is.
Look on that side. Look on that side.
I know he can't tow it. He's trying to tow it.
If you feel like it, you don't have anything going on.
See, he's searching the car.
Get out of the car. All right, you're going to jail now too.
He's gonna arrest the woman now.
Get out of the car.
All right, I'm getting out. Don't
Get out of the car.
I'm getting out. Don't pull me. I'm coming out right now. Look, I'm coming out. Don't come in.
You're going to jail now too. Good job. That was stupid. That was dumb.
No, it's not. You can't tow his vehicle.
We can. Hour. Now we're over.
Like my keys.
Are you good? Yeah, I'm good.
Why would you do that?
Because why would you tow the car over a parking ticket?
Alright, we're over that car.
This is crazy. Makes
You
no
literally
sense.
just did that to yourself.
No,
That
I
was dumb.
didn't.
You did.
You can't. First of all, why
You
are you towing the
absolutely
car?
did.
He just said you can't tow the car. How you towing the car?
Who said I can't? Oh, I forgot. He said I can. Yeah, that's right. And you also beat too.
I didn't beat.
Yes, you did.
If she beat, why you didn't do this to her?
Because she drove away. Look, you just told her to get in it. Now she's going to jail.
I know that. I know. I'm gonna get a lawyer. That's crazy.
Let me see. You all right? You need somebody to get your pants?
No, I'm fine.
Why are you towing my car? Why are you towing my car? Well, she's right there just to take it, bro.
I need you to chill.
Come on, bro, you doing it.
I need you to chill.
I don't like how you handling that, Scott.
I've been nothing but calm with you.
I
all
have
the
been
time.
too.
You haven't. You've been like this. the
No,
whole time.
I got like this when you started.
What is your first name?
Bro, I got like
What is
this.
your
Let
first
me
name?
finish,
No,
please.
what is your first name?
Again, I did not commit a crime.
Okay.
I did not commit a crime.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna put a link to the YouTuber channel. Like I said, I highly recommend subscribing to him. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. I'll put a link pinned at the top of comments.
No reason for you to tow my car. It's right in front of my property.
What's your name, sir?
I did not commit a crime.
What is your name?
I did not commit a crime. I did nothing wrong here, bro. I'm not commit a crime. Bro, can you lower the window down for her too? Because I know inside of that car is probably fucking hot. Easy, thank you.
Rick, you got a tow sheet?
Like you didn't do nothing wrong.
I wouldn't listen to him because he already got
I didn't commit a crime.
Great.
As Matthew watches from the back seat of the police car where he's handcuffed, he watches Officer Gamache then have his car towed from his home where it does not need to be towed from, basically just to be a dick. Perhaps this is what the mayor was talking about when he said to use your power wisely when you're out serving the community. No doubt one of the reasons why he's towing the vehicle is because then that entitles him to do an inventory search of the car, allegedly to check to make sure that there's not valuables in there. So he's collecting and inventorying and protecting the valuables that belong to Matthew. No, he's
checking for valuables to mark down, but he's opening pill bottles that shows he's looking for drugs. He's looking for narcotics. He's not even doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be just making inventory of fucking the valuables inside the car so he can write them down to keep up with them. Make sure when he goes to pick his car up that he'll have the same stuff that's been written down now inside his car. But he's checking. You know he's hoping to find shit. He would not be opening no damn pill bottles.
Reading Matthew, not like the hardworking welder that he is. He's assuming that he's a criminal in possession of illegal drugs, and that's what he's doing. He's looking for illegal drugs. He's even opening over-the-counter medications that he finds, just in the hope that he can jam him up on some illegal drug charge. Of course, he finds nothing, but he's still triumphantly having that car towed from the home where this car is even parked in the Google Earth satellite imaging of this property.
Man, y'all doing
So listen,
Brian and
I
shit.
need
Brian
your information
and shit.
because if not,
Brian and shit,
you're
bro.
not gonna be able to
I don't
return
know
your
why
car.
you were towing my car in front of my house. You've seen exactly what I was doing.
You're under arrest.
For what?
For obstruction.
Of?
And you're getting an unlawful use of a horn.
How is I'm using
Literally,
How?
I told you from the get-go, right?
Bro, you got mad because I beat you.
I'm not mad at all.
That's why.
I have all the respect especially for officers that has especially died in the line of duty, being shot in the line of duty, in traffic chases, has been involved in wrecks, chasing people. But what I think is those just good cops that has died in the line of duty should come back to life, be resurrected and be back to life, and motherfuckers like this needs to just drop dead.
Said unlawful use of my horn. You got mad because I beat you. You lied to me in my face and said the light was red. I have a witness that said the light was green, and she was
The light
dead.
was red and then it turned green.
No, it wasn't
And I was
red.
looking both ways down the
Light was
roadway.
green. So that means the pedestrians have the right to stop because they cannot walk because we have the right of way to go. You came to a complete stop. I just told you, light is green. You got mad and you followed me. Yes, I'm coming home.
That's not an emergency.
What do you mean? You don't know what I have to do in my house.
If you should have called 911 if you had.
What do you mean? If that's the case, right? If that's the case,
So listen, I need to put the owner information on here because if not,
a crime committed. Can you please call your commanding officer? Please call your commanding officer.
they're not going to be able to release your car.
Please call your commanding officer. I did not commit a crime.
You're not going to be able to
I
retrieve
did
your
not
vehicle.
commit a crime.
Okay.
Come on, man. I did not commit a crime.
You're not going to be able to retrieve your vehicle.
Bro, I did not commit a crime. Please call your commanding officer.
I'm just gonna let you know that I believe
Please
it's like
call your commanding officer.
it's like $25 a day.
Please
over there.
call your commanding officer.
Plus the like 200, I think.
Please call your commanding officer. I have a witness who said it.
Yep. Just so happens that witness knows you, right?
I don't know that lady.
Yeah, she
I
do.
hope for her.
Okay.
The lady behind me in the car sees everything. I know her. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
That makes no sense.
Uh-huh.
You just see my girlfriend asking for her number. How do I know her? My ass, bro. Throw me on the floor when I'm not even fucking.
You resisted. You resisted.
You threw me against the wall for 8 hours. How am I resisting against the officer?
You resisted.
Then you throw me on the floor. I'm telling you, I let go of my purpose. I couldn't do that. Stop grabbing me, keeping tight. I'm telling you, yo, I'm not resisting. Just let go. I'm standing right. I'm sitting right here. I couldn't do nothing.
When you're fighting with us, we're not gonna let go.
Again, it's 3 hours, so most likely I was fighting each other.
Not at all.
I'm playing.
All the video's gonna show everything. Don't worry about it.
Follow me.
I'm gonna tell you one time.
Come on, why did you?
Again,
That wasn't the
and this is
thing.
the last time I'm
Why
gonna tell
did
you.
you follow me, bro?
Okay.
Around the whole block.
You committed a
didn't
vehicle
have-
and traffic
Well,
violation.
There was no vehicle and
Okay.
traffic violation, bro. You got mad
Right?
because I beat
And
my
then you
woman.
committed a parking
What
violation.
parking violation?
Okay.
What's the parking
You were more
violation?
than 12 inches from the
I
curb.
did not fully finish
And then on
parking
top-
my car.
Okay.
I got
So
out
did
to
you
move
leave
the
your
trash
Did you
can.
leave your car running parked unattended?
No, because if I did, it would have.
I love that. I love the simple facts. I love the simple facts. He like, well, did you leave your car? Did you leave your car running? No, that I've even heard about someone getting in trouble for leaving their car running. I've heard of a police officer seeing a person driving a car, leaving the car running, and just to move something or do something, just a brief moment, and he's suggesting to do that, which he knew even if he did that, he would still be doing the very exact same thing he's doing. If he would have made that move, you would have done the very same thing you was going to do. You might not have had the foreseen sight of all the things that you was going to do to the dude, but when he honked his horn, and the second that you after the realizing what happened, that you had been notified that you needed to move, after the realization that happened to you, you sought to do whatever you could to the motherfucker. You sought to do whatever you could to the motherfucker, regardless.
Well, like it did last time.
Okay.
Okay, so why would I do that?
So you
My insurance company told me take out the keys out the
you just
car.
parked your car.
No, I did not
Okay.
park my car.
All right. And then you committed
Bro.
You committed the crime of obstruction when I told you to stop and you were trying to walk away from me.
What are you talking about?
And then
What
at
was
that
the
point-
crime?
At that point,
Why were you? What was
obstruction
the?
is the crime.
No, you said you committed. I committed obstruction
and then
once
at
I
that
started
point-
walking away from you.
and
So
then at
before
that
I started walking away from you, what was the crime for you to start walking towards me? There was no crime.
You're continuously trying to walk
There
away
was
from
no.
me.
No. Again, before you said.
Okay.
Before you just said I committed obstruction.
So then-
once I started walking away from you.
So then you
What was the
resisted arrest
crime?
on top of that.
No, you guys
So
threw me against the
that's
wall.
what you're under
You
arrest
guys
for.
threw me
Okay?
against the wall.
Because
Yeah, I did.
You were pulling and pushing
I
that
put my
officer
hands
trying
up.
to get
Everybody
away.
see my hands was up. Everybody see my hands was
Just
up.
because your
And you
hands
threw
were
me
up.
against the wall.
Just because your hands are up
I
does not
told
mean
you
you're
I
resisting.
did not commit a crime.
Okay.
What was the crime?
You can say it all
What
you
was
want.
the crime?
Just like you say.
I told you that there.
Just like you say, I'm
You
not
just came up
resisting.
anything. You
but you're
came up in your
physically
mind.
resisting.
That fucking
Just because you say you don't believe the guy is a bad guy isn't going to convince people that you're not treating him like a bad guy. Your actions indicate you are out to be the bad guy and treat him any way you want to because you got fucking embarrassed because you got honked at. Honked at.
You towed your old lady into jail. Well, now you can pay for her stuff too.
So you're pulling a power play to make an example out of him, to let him know to not embarrass you, and to notify him to never notify actions he needs to make.
Just for a check. You should be ashamed of yourself, Lames.
What do you do for a check?
Shame. I'm an iron worker. I do
That's
construction. I build buildings. I don't sit
fantastic.
I don't sit in an office. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Me either.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. All right. That's why I'm out here with you.
One is still 10-4. That's not law.
Yeah, you're right.
See? Right here.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. Okay, sir. You're right, sir. You're right.
Throughout this entire incident, Officer Gamache is basically mocking Matthew in this weird passive-aggressive way, where he's pretending not to be upset, when the reality of the situation is he should be off somewhere doing actual police work, actually serving his community, rather than abusing his badge because he was offended and embarrassed because he was sitting at a green light, not paying attention. And for all of this officer's talk about the law, his lectures about all of the crimes committed by Matthew, you would think that Matthew ended up convicted of something, right? Wrong. All of the criminal charges against Matthew were dismissed. And last time I checked in America, Matthew was innocent until proven guilty. We all know that Matthew did not commit a honking crime. Gamache knew that. Matthew knew that. The witnesses knew that. The judge who dismissed the criminal charges knew that. And you damn sure know that the leadership at the Troy Police Department knows that. You know that the mayor knows that. Here you have documentation of this loser using his badge after taking an oath in front of his own mother that he would uphold the Constitution and serve his community. Here is documentation of him abusing his authority to essentially engage in road rage under color of law. Thankfully, a federal civil rights lawsuit was filed.
Road rage under the cover of law. And how is that pathetic? I would love to fucking be able to ask that motherfucker to go to his family members and make an example of himself, to ask, like I said, to ask your family members if they ever fucking honked at someone that didn't go immediately after the life changed. They will say yes. And if he was to be asked to arrest him on the spot, he wouldn't do so. And he'd be throwing out any goddamn excuses. Oh, it's only right for me to do so in that moment or there, because it's not like I wouldn't want someone else to go through I wouldn't put someone else's. It's not like I would be the bad guy that put someone through something that I wouldn't want my family to go through. I wouldn't be that kind of a bad guy. God, I swear, I can't stand cops. But I do highly respect this YouTuber. Like I said, I will put a link to his channel. Put in the description box, and I will put a link to his channel pinned in the top comments. Highly recommend his channel. Very smart individual. very worthy of having more subscribers and more views sent his way. Continue to yield to my will, puppets. Now that's so real.